Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 13 of Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as France. Currently we are in a war for our vassal, who is trying to reclaim a core on Roulisson from Aragon. We are, well, I wouldn't say we're winning the war, but we're certainly not losing it. We're just waiting for a few sieges and things to go through. Just noticed that the Savoy troops are over here trying to siege one of my provinces, so I'm just going to go over there and deal with that minor annoyance, and then we'll come back and deal with the Portuguese a little bit. We may need to go and start carpet sieging some of the various provinces involved in this war, simply because it will mean we'll actually get a decent bit of war score. Certainly helped that we have managed to get Castile on board, because they're helping with the Portuguese problem. We should win that battle there, and in fact we actually go and get a stack white. That's quite nice. Really running short on manpower at the moment, so I'm trying to avoid doing anything that will give me too much attrition. We've actually managed to take that province there, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and sit in Barcelona. Would be nice if we could take out the capital. I do see that there is a Portuguese army moving in there. I am going to go in and engage. Looks like we should win that though. I'm not too fussed about that. Now, my diplomats aren't really doing anything at the moment, which is a little bit of a shame. I probably should be. Let's have a look at my relations. Is there anybody that I need to specifically suck up to? I am guaranteeing Scotland. Do I want to carry on doing that? It's a good way to get into some wars with England later on. So maybe I do actually want to go in there and continue improving my relations, because improved relations is down to 26. So let's go in and do that. Lorraine declared war on Burgundy. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't really involve me. So I guess we could take this stack and go and start trying to siege out some of Portugal. It's not a bad idea. Would certainly help with the war score. Of course, our armies are taking quite a bit of attrition, and my manpower now is down to next to nothing. Lose 10 navy tradition. That is really, really bad. And fortunately for us, though, we don't really have a navy, so it's not all that much of a problem. Don't have a massive amount of war score. Do you know what? I'm not going to get involved in that, because I don't want the attrition. I don't have the manpower. I'm going to back out of there. I'm going to wait until, at the very least, we've actually captured Roulisson, because that will be the war goal. And we have indeed captured that now. So what we could do is we could instantly flip this occupation over to, let's click on all the right buttons. We could flip this over to Foix. That was right, wasn't it? Yeah, Foix to take Roulisson. So we could potentially try and peace out now, because we're at 29%, and Aragon are pretty annoyed. I would like to try and take Girona for myself though. So I think I'll wait a little while longer. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. It is nice that we do now have some military tech. We've still got the potential of this rebel uprising. The Neverese nationalists. Do we have a... No, we have called Nevers. But you've got a bit of unrest there. Mostly from our war exhaustion. And you've got nationalism. I'm going to go ahead and increase the autonomy there. Because that will just reduce that risk. It should burn off and go away then. Yeah, it's on the negative now. That'll be fine. Tira's declared war on Lorraine. Okay, doesn't affect me too much right now. Okay, I'm just going to get ready to move my army down here, because it looks like Portugal... No, Portugal were going to go and move in there, but I think this big stack here was coming in, so that's stopped that problem. So all I'm really doing now is waiting for Girona to tick over. We've lost an advisor. It's actually our military advisor, and I definitely want to keep him going, simply because I want to get my military tech up as soon as possible. Very, very important thing to do as France. Can't afford a level 2 leader. Well, actually, I could afford a level 2 leader, come to that. What would we like then? Would we like more land force limits, or would we like better discipline? Or do we just go with the +1? Would be nice to get ahead on military tech, especially as we also have a military idea. So I think I'm going to go for this one with the with the discipline, because that will give a boost to our current army. The problem is there's no point having a land force limit modifier because I don't have any manpower, so I can't actually sort of reinforce anyway at the moment. You guys have already got that. You can actually come over here and, well, you probably won't help with the siege, so you might as well just move out of there and avoid taking any further attrition. Let's get rid of you. Just I'm keeping my eye on the Portuguese army here, because I don't want them to come in and break a siege, which I think is exactly what they're going to try and do here. And it is, most annoyingly. Come on, Castile, get in there. Castile have decided not to get in there. So now it's reset our siege progress on Barcelona, which is a little bit of a pain. It's actually Castile that... Oh no, we did get Girona. Okay, good. So, before anything else happens, let's see what we could take if we were to go in for a peace deal. Right, Aragon will cede Roulisson to Foix. The reason I can just click on it is because I'd already switched the occupation over to Foix. So, Aragon will cede Roulisson to Foix. And we want to take this province if we can, which they will. Can we take that one as well? We can actually take both of those. That'd be very nice. It would give us a lot of aggressive expansion. Mostly with Aragon, don't care. With Provence, don't care. With Savoy, don't care. With Burgundy and Genoa, don't care. With Portugal, don't care. Most important one there probably that we need to watch out for is the likes of Austria. I'm just looking for them on the list. I can see them. They're just below Portugal. I'm just trying to work out Venice-Wittenberg. So 18. I get 18 aggressive expansion with Austria. Do I really want to go that, or do I want to take that one off and risk a little bit less? Because with Austria, that would then give me -10. Would be nice to take that, though. Because Aragon is my rival. The more stuff I can take from them, the better. Could we get anything else from them? Can't make them a French vassal. Could get them to annul their treaties, but there seems very little point in doing so. Can we get any war reparations from them? Yes, we can. Wow. Can we get any cash? No, we can't get any cash, but we can get war reps from them. I'm going to do it. There we go. So they've accepted the offer. So Foix gains that. Let's get all of our troops to safety. We're no longer in a war, thankfully. So what we can do now is we can go to the likes of Foix, because we should now have a positive diplomatic reputation. Let's go to Foix and annex Vassal. It will cost 80 diplomatic power. And how long will that take? 1489. So 3 years. Well, less than 3 years, actually. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, we only have a couple of diplomats. So we can't really do two. I mean, you could theoretically start two at the same time. We could stop sucking up to Scotland for a while. And we could actually try and vassalize Armagnac at the same time. And it might not be a bad idea to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and recall that diplomat from Scotland. Of course, not having a diplomat means it's going to be difficult for us to do things such as fabricating claims. But we can go ahead and do some annexing here, and they'll take the same length of time, so that's good. We'll have both of our vassals on board then. As for Brittany, you probably still wouldn't be willing to become a vassal, mainly because of base tax. Fair enough, we will be able to get them at some point. Looming disaster, and the main reason for that is because our manpower is less than 25%. That should start to come back up now, so I don't need to worry too much about that. We do need to start coring some provinces, of course. Girona and Pinero. And what I might do is actually go and put my armies in here just to make sure that they are 41 months. Wow, that's quite a significant amount of time. We need to get them, though. But we'll call them as quickly as we can, just to avoid any overextension. Now, let's have a quick look at our navy. We did have one. Or have we lost it completely now? No, we do have... Oh, it's gone to trade. It is actually already working trade, and it's just set to return when at war. We could build some more light ships. That would certainly help out with trade. We still don't have a massive amount of money. I would like to get an embassy built, because that would allow me one extra diplomatic relation. And it would also give us a little bit of extra diplomatic reputation as well. I don't think there's an awful lot that we can do about that. Let's just speed it up to speed 4 for now. Now, I'm quite happy for Brittany to have a few rebels, because that might well split the country up and make it easier for me to diplo-vassalize. How are we in terms of our naval force limit? Actually quite low. Now, question is here, do I actually want to create transports? Because transports can be useful, but I don't necessarily need to have any transports right now. Or do I want to just carry on with my light ships? I think light ships are going to be more important. How many of these can we afford to build? We can get a few extra ones going. And they are very, very important for trade, so... We don't have any loans now either, which is really nice. And we can start getting to a point where we can afford to tech up. Let's just hit pause there, because our king has died. So we have a new king who is a 343. And the new heir, wow, is a 643. The heir is actually really, really good there. We've actually got 6 admin power. So we do take a little stability drop there. Not the end of the world, though. We could go ahead and boost that back up. Royal marriage offer from Armagnac. Yes, please. Royal marriage offer from Fouad. Not that it matters, because they're going to get integrated anyway. Royal marriage from Castile. So all them royal marriages. Very, very nice. Still over our diplomatic relations. So, got a few people that we are going to need to suck up to. Of course, we are going to be integrating Armagnac and Foix within the next couple of years, which means we will be below our relations. Rebel uprising, 2.1 years in these provinces. If we actually split this stack, it might help reduce it a little bit. And we can increase the autonomy here. They don't have a huge amount of rebellion risk. Increasing autonomy isn't great, because it does reduce the tax that you get from provinces, but I don't mind that too much. Let's just not have big issues with massive amounts of rebels popping up all over the place. Plus, of which, if we have to fight rebels, it means we lose some men, and it hurts our manpower again. And then that means that we take even longer to get back up. And it also means we've got more of a problem with the Peasants' War as well. War exhaustion is going down on its own. We could certainly reduce that by spending some diplomatic power, although I am trying to save it up for some of my ideas. It will go down on its own, so it's not terrible, but I think I will actually reduce it by 2, just to help things out a little bit. Not bothered about Tuscany at all. What have we got here? We can either lose the stability or we can lose the stability. Thanks, game. So we can either get... Land Force Limits Modifier and Extra Discipline until 1498, so that's only 10 years. Probably not going to be going to war too many times in that sort of time. Or we can have Morale of Armies plus 4 Defense. So either way, we get 10 years of something. What do I want? Morale, or do I want the Discipline? The Discipline's probably better. Let's go for that. We do take the Stability drop, which is a royal pain in the arse, but we're going to go and buy that straight back up. So that will help a little bit. I would like to be at +2 stability. Didn't help we got that event just after the king died either. So we could actually get land maneuver +1 in another defensive idea, but I'd still sooner save up for the next tech level, because then we would actually get artillery. And that would really help us with sieges. And not to mention it gives us additional infantry fire as well as better military tactics. So this is actually quite a good level to get. So we're going to save up for that one. Just completed our mission as well, which gives us +5 Navy Tradition and +5 Prestige. What options do we have for a new mission? Becoming the Papal Controller. Well, that should be easy enough. Conquer Cranbray. Now, what would we get for that? 10 prestige and 15 admin. We'd get 5 prestige for becoming the papal controller. 5 army tradition, protect against Austria. Have an army equal or larger than Austria. Well, I'd love to do that. The big problem is I don't actually have the manpower. They've got 41. What do I have currently? 31. I'd only need 10 regiments, actually. That's not too bad. And that would give me army tradition. Now, I'm going to take that. Because army tradition is a fantastic thing. You can see your army tradition is there. And if you look at the current effects... So I've currently got 64.2 army tradition. It gives me plus 16% on my morale of armies. It increases my manpower recovery speed by 6.4% and my morale speed by 6.4%, and it increases my siege ability. Not only that, your army tradition also increases the chance you've got of getting a better general. So if you recruit a general or a conquistador, when we get that unlocked, the higher your army tradition, the better the stats that general will have. Same goes for naval tradition. If you have high naval tradition, you'll get better admirals and better explorers. So definitely want to keep our tradition high. So that'll help things out a little bit. We're still running the game at speed 4. We're just going to wait for some of these vassals to get integrated, which would be quite nice. Save up a little bit of money. Make sure we tech up. Burgundy are actually now military tech level 8, so we do have to be careful here. Once we get enough manpower, obviously we want to make sure that we do stay above 1/4 of our manpower, because we don't want to end up with looming disasters again. So I can either get increased military tech for the next 5 years, which is a bit of a pain, or lose 1 stability. Well, although I'm trying to tech up my military, I've already had a couple of stability hits that I really don't want. So what have we got in terms of troops? We've got 11, 12 and 4. Not a great number. I think what I will do is I'll just go ahead and build 1 infantry and add that to those stats just to even them up. I almost have a little bit of an OCD thing where I have to try and split my army into equal numbers and have roughly the same composition in each. Foire has now been integrated. Fantastic. Which gives us -3 diplomatic reputation, which doesn't help much against Armagnac, but they should be integrated relatively quickly anyway. We do also now have Foire's troops, which are quite nice. You're going to come up here to Berry, and you're going to form the backbone of a new army. Are we still making any progress over here? No. Currently, we're not making any progress towards the vassalization here. Or the annexation. It was so close as well, 97.5%. We'll leave him there continuing to try and do it. It is tying up one of our diplomats, which is a little bit of a pain. Main reason for that is, of course, we've now taken that hit. Could we get an advisor that would improve that? What would it be under? Diplomatic reputation +2. What do we currently have? Spy offense. Not bothered about spy offense. Diplo rep +2. So if we actually look now, yeah, 0.76. So that should go up. Yep, brilliant. Fantastic. That worked. So that gives us another -3, but we've now managed to integrate them as well. So let's just take all these little stacks of units and just put them all in Berry. And don't forget now, this all counts towards our force limit. We're now at 41. So 1 more unit, and we will actually have a bigger army than Austria, and we'll have completed that mission. In fact, I still didn't add that infantry to these guys. I moved it with this stack. So let's go ahead and group you together. And as soon as that infantry is completed, we should then complete the mission we were given. No? Let's double check that mission. Ah, it's because Austria are building up their army. They actually have 46 now. How far am I below my force limit? 16. So, what do you have there in this little thing? So, you could do with 2 more infantry and 2 more cavalry at least. So, let's go ahead and do that. 2 more infantry. 2 more cavalry. Running out of manpower, which isn't helping. New technology. Well, it's still cheap, so let's go ahead and get the new military tech. Right now we're ahead of time again. We can actually recruit cannons now, so we'll probably get a few artillery. We've got our ships. So let's go ahead and put them all in Poitou for now. Seems to make sense. Get them all together. Could still build some more ships, but we'll group them all up. Now, where is our trade ship currently going? Is it telling me where it's protecting? Bordeaux. Okay, so if I take this fleet here, give them the same things, go home at war, protect trade. Let's just check where would give us the most. So 0.53, that's a negative. English Channel 1.48, which is currently the highest. Bordeaux would actually be losing, because that's our home trade node. So English Channel would be good for us right now. So you're actually going to protect trade on the English Channel. And I'm also going to tell you to protect trade on the English Channel as well. So 1.77, yeah. So you can get... Why would we be losing so much in Bordeaux, actually? That's pretty bad. Let's send you to the English Channel. They'll merge up automatically. Let's have a look at the trade map mode. So, why aren't we getting much money from Bordeaux? Well, I suppose we're collecting here anyway. Now, which of these is our home hub? It's this one here. This is our main trading port. So we automatically collect from this trading port. And everything does filter into Bordeaux. So I guess that is okay. So we can leave that as is. That is fine. Okay, so we can have minus 10% technology costs until 1520. So that's 30 years. 30 years of cheaper technology. But we'd lose 50 Diplo and 50 admin power. And we'd also gain 5 prestige, which is nice. Or we could lose the 5 prestige. Am I likely to want to get another technology within the next 30 years? We are ahead of time on admin. But we probably would be able to save up and get another military tech. I'm going to take it. We should be able to get at least one technology increase out of that. Luckily, we don't have an awful lot of sort of coalitions or anything against us. Let's just have a look. We've still got Burgundy in the coalition. We could actually go ahead and take Burgundy. I would like my manpower to recover a little bit, because at the moment it is just absolutely terrible. We still need to complete that mission as well. And I guess Austria are building their army up. Yeah, because Austria are at 48 now. So I might struggle actually being able to... catch up with this. But there again, I do technically only need 3 more units. So let's go ahead and get 3 more infantry. Actually, no. What am I talking about? I said I was going to go ahead and get some artillery. There we go. That's basically used up all our money. And infantry cost and cavalry cost just go up. Only for 2 years. It's not terrible. But I think that's a good place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV. And I'll see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.